Okay, okay. He's back. Alright, let me see your shit. Can you hear me? My internet like went down or some shit.
Yeah.
Let me know if you like that coffee, Chris.
Ha. Here we go.
What was it? Oh, owls. Cool.
Way that particular case, its way of getting them to start flying. Oh, Tesla.
What does RICE stand for?
So, like, ricing is a term that comes from customizing cars, and so when somebody says they're ricing their Linux, they're just customizing like the operating system.
Oh, I got you.
So I'm really just customizing like the desktop.
You're configuring it how you want it to be.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool.
Bro, this shit goes so in depth. Like everything in Linux is open source pretty much. So
Interesting. Okay. Back to the grind.
So what are you working on?
Building like just I want to build a couple of simple projects so that when I build my website, I can just portfolio like some simple shit. So I'm gonna do like this weather app where I can learn how to like connect to an API and just try to like create a dashboard that you can just log into, type in your like address or your zip code, and it just brings up like different weather metrics in your area. And then
Nice.
maybe like have it to where you can configure like notifications so that like, hey, if there's like a stronger than a 60% chance of rain, like ping my phone or something. But yeah, it just starting with some simple shit. And then I want to do like something more interactive after this. Like I was thinking about creating this game where I could just have like a beach of sand that you can just like maneuver and craft like things with the sand. I don't know. We'll see. So I can get into like particle simulation, you know. Do you know if because we're like taking the same class, right? Like who's but is it going to be in JavaScript or C++? Do you know?
I have no clue.
Because it's funny, like the description says C++, but everyone that I know that's taken the class recently says it's in JavaScript. Dude, I tried Civ 7. Amanda and I were like gonna play it, right? Because you know how Civ 6 you have that hot seat mode.
Yeah.
So that was like how I played the game with basically like anyone in my house, like especially this is just like how my girlfriend and I played. And I go to open, like I'm excited, like we're both excited to play it. We started up. They don't have fucking hot seat mode, dude. They took it out of the
really?
game.
That's crazy.
And I was immediately like, okay, I'm already on the bandwagon of like, fuck this game, because it's like all the reviews are basically like, fuck this game, fuck this game. So then like we ended up just going back and like starting a Civ 6 game, but on later on the day I tried like a solo game, and immediately, dude, there was just things I didn't like about it. Like you couldn't tell your scouts, you can't tell any unit to automatically explore. You have to like painstakingly click it everywhere. which I think is like really annoying. Like, why would you take scouts? I just set them on auto explore, and that's that. The other thing was like the UI is like really dark and not very colorful. Like it's depressing looking. It's not like vibrant like Civ 6. And I think it's just because there's so much detail in the tiles that the tiles themselves are like much larger. Like the tile size is like 7 tiles in Civ 6. It's like 1 tile in Civ 7. And there's only like 14 or 15 like leaders. So, and the leaders are like obscure and weird. Like people you probably never like really heard of. It's just weird. I haven't played enough to like really understand some of it either. Like I guess there's no builders, like
What? Really?
which I thought was weird. Yeah, like you
Sounds
just
rushed.
dude, it honestly felt like a demo. Like that's how it felt. Like that's the vibe I got. I was like, this seems like a demo of what Civ 7 could be if they didn't like finish it and like polish it up and implement all the features that it should have had on launch. Yeah, definitely wasn't into it.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Let me see your shit, dude.
I'm just copying someone's config file.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to make this config file.
Gotta listen to that one more time.
Like, to make it how I want, I'm gonna have to go on the internet, copy a bunch of emojis. So, we'll just
I was getting into like
book.
creating a personal like PowerShell configuration file to configure my PowerShell to work like a Unix like command line or command CLI,
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll do this later. I'll just learn basic PowerShell first. Like in Linux, for example, like you would have a command called like touch, but I don't have touch. I have something called new item.
Very nice. And if I do here, I'm also using Vim now.
Damn, dude, the ubiquitous text editor.
I am, bro.
He's growing up. So, like Vim is what, replacing VS Code or no?
Yeah. Just trying to edit everything in here because it doesn't have IntelliSense. And I won't know if I have a bug till I compile. And I'm forcing myself to use my fucking brain, bro.
I like that. I like that. I need to learn VS Code first, and then I'm gonna move on to Vim. Or what do you think, Vim or Emacs?
You should use Emacs so we can compare. But Vim is pretty cool.
I like that.
Everything's keyboard, no mouse.
Nice. Dude, I was getting into a situation where I was trying to make rule sets for like a GitHub project, but they wanted me to fucking pay for it because I had like a private repo. So annoying.
Yeah, that is pretty
$4
annoying.
per user per month. Jesus Christ.
That is not.
I have the craziest schedule, dude, starting tomorrow. We got Discrete 2 in the morning. And then when that class is over, I'm going to go straight into like the Galactic office until like around 3:30, which then I come back to UCF for system software. And then that's the end of the day for that day. And then Tuesday, 12 to 150 for the poos. And then from like 150 to, or like from 2 to 4, I'll be at the Galactic office again, and then come back around 4:30 for the system software lab. And then Wednesday is the same shit as Monday. Thursday is like, I do poos in the morning, or poos in the afternoon to 150, and then I go to Valencia from 2:30 to 4:30, and then I come back to UCF from 6 to 6:50 for the poos lab. What lab do you have for poos?
I need to
choose
look.
like, I wonder if we have the same lab for system software and poos.
For Poos, I have 12 to 150.
Yeah, that's the lecture.
Oh. Are you sure? Oh wait, yeah, no, I know why.
Yeah.
I have 6 to 650.
Okay, we're in the same lab then. And then Friday is basically my only day off.
Same.
Because then Saturday I work Saturday I work 12 to 4, and then Sunday I work 12 to 7 online. I'm tutoring programming now.
Oh really?
Yeah, math and programming is I do math from like 12 to 2, and then 2 to 7 programming.
Nice.
They got me down for like C, Java, Python, C++, and JavaScript. I need to fucking touch more C++.
Okay. What the
color. But if you need more information, you can scroll down or press N to go to the next search results, and you'll see here that there are a few different options with the same description that says set the background text color, X
Okay. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
I got transparent terminals. It's amazing.
Let me see. Let me see.
Hold up.
I want to see what Vim looks like. Configured Vim.
I've set it up so I stream from my laptop to my computer, and then my stream on my computer goes to the live stream. So I can restart my computer, my laptop at any time, and I just have to restart up the stream. And it doesn't cut off on Twitch.
Cool. You're streaming on Twitch?
Twitch and YouTube.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways,
How do I look at this Twitch stream?
I sent you a link to the YouTube stream.
Okay. Oh. This is you. I was like, I thought you sent me like something that you were watching.
Oh, brother.
Oh my god, look at this man. Oh my god, he's fucking one watching. That's
I was
me.
like, I literally program 24/7. Why am I not doing what Primogen's doing? He literally just programs on Twitch. Why don't I just do this?
That's good, dude. That pushes you to just do it more. I like that.
So, let me just open up like a config file. Okay, nope, that's not what I wanted. If I do like CD Alacrity. Nope, CD my config files, and then CD Alacrity, and then Vim Alacrity Pommel. Here we go. I'm in my config file for Alacrity. If the stream ever wants to like show.
You should move your like or do you have it positioned there on purpose to like block something?
What do you mean? Oh, my face cam? No, I mean,
Yeah.
where should I put it, bro? There.
Because right now it's just blocking code. Well, I guess it takes a minute to update on my end, but that's my only issue at the moment.
I moved it to like the middle right.
Yeah, I can see how it's like a 3 minute or like what, like a minute and a half, 2 minute delay.
Maybe.
Okay. Window padding. Padding X, padding Y.
Yeah, so if I open up a
Button list.
new window, there's like space in between the windows. You can't really see it because they're transparent. It's beautiful. And they're transparent. Oh, amazing.
So the background is also Vim, like this, like.
No, like the background you're looking at is my screensaver, and I just made the terminal windows transparent.
Oh, so the background is like your desktop.
Yes.
Wow, dude, that's so the windows are trans. That's interesting. I like that. I like that.
And like I can set it to be like blurred, so like they're not 100% transparent.
Right. Blur equals true. Damn, that's cool, dude. I like that. I want to tell VS Code to not like it's not using IntelliSense, but it's still like auto completing for me sometimes.
You mean like Copilot
Like-
autocomplete?
No. Like built in like VS for example, if I like see how if I just type one double bracket, it types two automatically.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Really?
I don't want it to do stuff like that. Like, yeah, because earlier, like, if I'll go like this, and then I'll type some code or whatever, and then sometimes, like, since I typed this right here already, it'll do, like, another one. And
yeah,
I'm like,
I would do
this
that
happened
all
to
the
me a
time.
couple times. I want that to fucking go away. Got 3 blue healers over at my house right now.
How many of them are pregnant?
I wish, dude. I don't know if Dolly's pregnant. I don't know if it worked.
Hopefully, brother.
I think Wiki was just too fucking old. But Amanda's mom has 2 blue healers. One of them is Wiki's brother, but the other one's like a rescue.
Alright, I'm gonna
I
run
told
to the
Amanda, I was like,
Sorry,
alright.
what?
I just told Amanda, I was like, you know, if it doesn't work out, we're gonna be like, we have a year to search for the sire of the next attempt.
For real. Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright. So what am I doing now? I'm gonna get rid of that blue. Oh, configuration. Do I need to...
in like a month. Um, I think one of my friends from like Brazil. I don't know if you've ever talked to him or seen him in Discord. His name, we call him Bro. He's the guy that I was telling you that like had all this like go-kart data.
Oh, he's coming.
That yeah. So him and his team are traveling right now, and they're like in Miami, and they're gonna be like through Orlando in like a month from now. But I want to meet up like with Devin himself, like Bro, and then like all of us, Andy as well, and try to get like you and I think Anna was in Discord earlier when we were talking about this, but try to get everyone out to Korea House.
Korea. Okay.
Have you ever been to Korea House?
No.
Dude, it's probably hands down my favorite restaurant in Orlando by far.
Okay.
And I've only been there like twice. But I can tell you right now, it's a fucking adventure, dude. Like, the food is phenomenal, and they have these like soju pitchers, and the soju pitchers go hard, dude. Always leave there feeling good.
Yeah, bro.
And then now that I guess we both have Fridays as like an off day, maybe some Friday soon we should do the cheesesteak off. That'd be fun.
Bro, I got one yesterday. It was amazing.
Mm. Hell yeah. Dude, Amanda's mom is fucking crazy in a sense. Like, for like the past couple of semesters, she gives Amanda and I $100 for every class we get an A in.
Oh, really?
And since I got all A's this semester, it was $400.
Let's go.
I was like, God damn. Holy shit. I don't even know what to say. Other than it's time to get all A's again in the
For
summer.
real,
Let's
dude.
go.
300 more bucks, baby.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude. Reminds me, bro.
Be right back.
No way.
Okay, okay. The Linux rice god
You know me.
in the flesh.
I'm not really a rice god, bro. I don't know what I'm doing.
I see you're practicing your Reddit scrolling skills right now.
Yes, bro. I'm actually just made a post. I'm trying to get somebody to make a background for me. Look.
I need to like update my one of the things I want to do is get
Yeah,
like maybe just one or two little baby projects under my belt, and then do like a website that's like a portfolio with like my resume, my project. Do you have like a website, like a personal website that's basically showcasing yourself?
not yet.
You definitely could. You have enough content to do that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it this summer.
That sounds ideal.
I see Duck hasn't. He's still. That's his stance. Little dear. No. Sorry, I'm listening to music.
Man, I never understand documentation.
I was just thinking that. Because it's like, it's got to be excellent writers in order to create clean looking documentation. At this point in time, though, I feel like AI is just a tool for documentation.
Literally.
That's the only thing I don't feel bad about copy and pasting.
Oh my gosh.
Alacrity. Alacrity.
Oh, nice that thing. You got your water? Look at this.
Whoa. Yeah, this one doesn't. Okay. Gosh, Geo. Gosh. You always playing bangers, man. You playing bangers, man.
What do you got over here, dude? Assign application to work. What the fuck?
I'm configuring a shell script for when I open up my laptop.
Oh.
Laptop, do this.
Start up, do this. I'm really doing this so I can learn shell scripting for embedded systems.
Okay.
Yo, I just
Dude, you know what? Something I've been seeing a lot show up on my YouTube feed, which I really want to do.
Hold on. What's up, Santi? We keep cutting you off.
Yeah, my bad.
You guys are excited about something. No, I'm excited too because I gotta lock in now. I just came back from vacation. Like I'm in customs right now. And
Oh, what's up, bro?
Fire!
yeah.
Make sure you got your real ID. No, I'm joking.
Yours got a star.
Yeah.
What are you guys working on?
I
He's
downloaded
working on
Linux.
configuring, yeah, Linux and Vim. I'm over here just trying to create a weather app.
A weather app. Interesting.
But dude, what I really want to do with you, Tyler, I think it'd be so fun because I've seen it show up on my feed a couple of times. I just don't have all like the hardware, but I think, you know, with this money I just got, I could maybe get some shit. But people have been doing like you know how people have like racing sims, like crazy racing sims set up in their house with like pedals and a fucking steering wheel. I want to somehow, and then what people have been doing is like linking it to like an RC car, so they can just like use like a, you know, a monitor plus the wheel plus the pedals allows you, you know, with a camera on the RC car, allows you to like drive the RC car as if you're in a racing sim. You know what I mean? But you're really manipulating the RC car itself.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that'd be cool.
So what I want to do is set up the like little miniature cameras on these RC cars that I have, right? With like a monitor set up, like just get like just cheap like first I'll just do it like basically proof of concept. Just have like a cheap ass like
Bro, I have a
pedal,
camera.
steering wheel, and monitor.
We could slap on my Raspberry Pi and we could just slap it in there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, figure out how to get the camera integrated with these RC cars, and then since I already have the track and the RC cars, dude, all we need to do is like, I want to be able to control them like a racing sim from inside the house. So they're outside on the track, but we're inside the nice AC controlled room, and we're fucking racing the RC cars on the track, dude.
Yeah, that would be pretty
That
sick.
would be fire.
Oh shit.
And then once we've gotten to that milestone, where it's like everything is like communicating correctly, you know?
Wait, bro, can you go in my stream really quick?
Yeah, I'm there already.
Here, look how small this camera is.
Remember, there's a delay, but so hold it up for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then let me see.
The camera
I
bought.
think the RC cars would be powerful enough. Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, it's little.
Yeah, I mean, we could just slap this thing on there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, dude. Dude, yes, dude. Oh my god, we need to make this happen. I think that would be so fun, dude. Like racing sim inside the house, but racing physical cars outside the house.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
And
cool.
then we could take like, once that's all like concrete, right? Working correctly, everything's smooth, then try to integrate AI into it with like robot vision so that
The robots
we can
driving the car.
yes, dude, like try to have the cars race each other and just like put like bet on it and shit, dude. That would be so funny.
Yo, I got 20 on black! 20 on black!
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Alright. That was kind of fun to listen to, but I'll be back later, alright?
Alright, bro. Drive safe.
I'll see you.
Yeah, bro, I got that camera because I'm hooking it up to my Raspberry Pi to learn how to like control. I have these two micro servo motors, and I'm learning how to like do servo motor control based off of pure computer vision input. But that sounds like more fun.
I mean, I think it would allow us to kind of like touch everything that we want to do, but with like if we can actually get it done, like it'll be fun at the same time. All right, I'm styling over here.
Straight styling. What did I want to go into? Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Or you want to see something really cool?
Yeah.
Just take a look at my stream. I set up, well, you know PewDiePie, right?
Yeah.
He like switched to Linux and he showed off his like Linux thing. So in the terminal, there's this thing called NeoFetch, and it's basically creating ASCII art out of a picture. And you use this library, I think it's called FFmpeg, and it's like a massively used library. Like
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. And so some guy created this thing where instead of just a picture, you can take a video and put it inside of your terminal. And so I downloaded it, and now I can run any video I want, and it translates it to ASCII art and puts it in my terminal.
What?
So yeah, if you take a
That's
look,
crazy.
I'm,
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to update. Dude, that's crazy.
So I'm gonna set it on the
What?
start of my PC. It'll show that.
Dude, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Okay,
Pretty sick.
I like that.
Pretty sick. All right, I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
Okay. Doctor.
Hello, hello.
The CSS HTML god himself.
What?
I just think of you as like you've done a lot of the front end stuff, right? So you've touched these
Oh.
things before, which I have not. I'm doing it for the first time today. About to try to do some bordering and add like a search bar to type in your zip code. Basically, I'm creating like a weather app.
Okay.
But it's time to make some lunch real quick. Have a burger today. What you been up to?
Nothing, just getting ready for the internship.
Oh yeah, when does that like how's all? Give me the rundown.
I mean, I have another meeting. What's today? Sunday, right? Tomorrow, I have another meeting, and then on the 15th, I have a meeting with like my team leader or some shit.
Okay.
And I've been having to do so much shit to
So much what?
So I'm working in the military department of Humana, so I have to get a clearance.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
had to fill out this form, and they're like, "Okay, does anybody know you that lives at that lives around this area?" And I have to give them their
Yeah.
name, their phone number, their address of my friend that lives in that area. Like they want to know everything about me and my friend, and bro, it was crazy.
That's fucking insane.
But hey, I would get clearance though.
Yeah, dude, that looks. I'm sure that looks fucking great too.
Bro.
Damn, dude. Fire.
Fire.
That'll look good, like for sure, because that I know, like if you can get clearance, that just opens up so many more doors.
Yeah.
When do you leave towards? You have to go somewhere, right?
Yeah, I go to Kentucky.
When does that
I
happen?
leave on the 17th.
Then we'll have to do something before you go, dude.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, what day is the 17th? Last Saturday. So yeah, I'll be free
So,
this week.
so this coming Friday, dude, we should do something because I'm off on Fridays. I don't know if you are, but so is Tyler.
Yeah, what can we do?
Whatever, man. I'm always off. I always offer. We can do grilling out at my place, or if you got something else in mind, let me know. You got a restaurant you like to go to, or a pool at Sportstown? I know that if we did some grilling out at my place, I could. Then afterwards, there's a spot in our downtown Sanford that's fun to play pool.
Mm.
But if you don't want to come all the way out here, we can do something on that side of town.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Have you been to my house and raced the RC cars yet? Cause shit, I've souped them up, made them go faster. It's kind
I
of
haven't
fun,
raced the RC cars yet, no.
bro. We gotta get you out here and race them.
You have a whole course for them, right?
Yeah. The future plan, dude. One day, in the like, because I've been seeing like a couple of YouTube recommendations that are like people syncing up their racing sim setup with like an RC car, so that they can like use their racing sim setup to like drive the RC car around.
Yeah.
I want to do something like get a couple of like just cheap fucking racing sim setups with like each an individual monitor. If I have 4 RC cars of all the same type, like put cameras on them and then yeah, just like do that, dude. That'd be so fun.
Fucking virtually racing RC cars.
Yeah, like we'd be in the comfort of like an AC controlled room, the comfort of my own house. But then we'd be racing RC cars that are outside on a track with like
That's
racing sims,
fire.
dude.
That's like
That
playing a
would,
racing game, but like the
yes,
racing game is
dude.
in real life.
Yes, dude. I think that would be so fun, man. Honestly.
Habibi!
Habibi.
What's up, bro?
What's good? Yes.
Oh, I'm realizing there's some issues with this script. This shit's like frozen. Oh, okay. Alright.
Man, I really want to turn off these autocomplete features in VS Code. How do I do that?
Oh shit. I just showed my grandma ChatGPT making a picture. She was flabbergasted. She was like, "Can you draw a picture of an arm?" I was like, "No. Computers do that for me." And then I showed her ChatGPT, and she was like, "Wow, that's amazing."
Your stream reminds me of those people that are like stream on YouTube and they just say like coding for until I get a job. Coding every day until I get a job.
I've seen them. I saw one that's like vibe coding until I make $100,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
He was like, I'm not gonna write a single line of code this whole series. You're
Drop it. Drop it. No.
All right. What type of ASCII art are we trying to show?
The X-wings blowing up the Death Star.
That's crazy.
What are you guys making? I know Gio's making another app. What are you making, Tyler?
I downloaded Linux and I'm configuring it.
Oh shit. I honestly missed having Linux.
Kind of thinking about downloading it on my desktop as well, but I think I need something on Windows, so I'm just gonna keep it.
What are you using? Like Pop OS or
Ubuntu.
something else? Ubuntu?
This is not what I wanted.
I got you full screened while I eat lunch.
I'm making ASCII art, but I'm doing it on my main computer. And I'm currently sending it over to my laptop.
Nice.
I think it like already generates the colors in FFmpeg, so I'm hoping it does that because that would look sick. If it just does the black and white for me, but if not, then I have to do the ASCII art that I generated.
Over here in artist mode.
I'm over here in ASCII art generator mode. Oh shit. What the fuck is this? Get the fuck off my screen. Oh. Just download this shit. What are we doing here?
About to fuck up this big ass burger.
Why does it want to open Firefox to download a file? That's so annoying. Alright, let's just see if it
Yell issue?
Probably, bro. Oh, it downloaded it twice. That's hilarious.
So Mario, we got here just as I sit down eating lunch. But
taking a break.
it's like a
Okay, I
quick
see.
5-10 minute break while I eat. But you can see, I mean, not much has been happened yet, but I got like, I'm about to push all these changes to the dev branch on GitHub. I shared this project with you.
Weather app. Okay, okay. So you got head, body. Okay. Got yourself a div container.
I got this is what it looks like right now. I have this
Oh, nice.
extension on VS Code that like if I any changes I make here, I just hit save and it automatically refreshes the changes on my browser. Pretty cool. But yeah, this is just like super basic skeleton, and then I started learning how to style shit.
Yeah, let me see that front end again.
Yeah.
No, your HTML. Your HTML, like the actual page. Okay, so you got a server running. Do you not have access to that server?
Yeah, I think it's something like that came with this this extension called
Yeah,
what
I
is it?
mean,
It's called live server or something.
well, that's cool, but if you want to like start building like some API, you're gonna need to run your own server. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how that app works. Maybe you can get into like the source code. Um,
I
and
think
just edit that server.
yeah, I think at some point in time, because I'm kind of like ChatGPT is kind of holding my hand. It's like, hey, like we don't need to set up a server just yet if you want to kind of practice styling and the structure of HTML. That's kind
Yeah,
of where I'm
yeah.
at right now.
I mean, it depends on what you want to focus on. If you want to focus on like
Yeah.
front end stuff, I mean, there's different types of coders. Like, some
Yeah,
people
like right
do it
now
all.
I'm gonna be doing probably everything. I want to touch everything, front end, back end with this project.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to like start with like HTML and like CSS, that's fine. Yeah. Looks like you though. Why
Something I
is
want to
the
do. Yeah, go
script
ahead.
in your div though? Take that out. Put that past your div stuff.
Just
Yeah. Unless there's like some like HTML tags in there, like you probably don't like I wouldn't put that in your div. I would always keep that separate. Um
is because I'm very new with this. I didn't know if that would had something to do with because I plan on the first thing I want to add
mhm.
is like a search box that you can type in a zip code.
Yeah, that's fine. The body can talk to the script. Any script you
Okay.
load into there, it can talk to it. There is like if you add more scripts, then yeah, there might be like an order to it to like which
And then
script
I
you
div
want to
all
like
those if I want to.
load first. Yeah. Um,
My understanding of div is just like containerizing parts of my code so that later on if I want to style it, it's easier or something. Is that
well, yeah, like maybe I can explain it more on another day, but yeah, like it's basically just it's just saying, hey, here's a parent window, right?
uh-huh.
Now, if you put a div inside a div, that's saying, okay, this is a child window of this parent window. If you put a div below a div, it's saying, okay, here's two parent containers stacked on top of each other. And then you have classes which you can name those two. Like if you name those two divs, separate divs, the same class,
Uh-huh.
it will take the CSS of that class. It will, so you can create a class of like front end like attributes, right? But then
Yeah.
you can go in and give it an ID, and then you can like pinpoint other like CSS on top. So you can say, okay, all page containers I want to have rounded borders. Fine, but say you want, okay, this one I want it to like do one thing that the other doesn't. You're going to give it an ID, and then you're going to define that in the CSS separately. So they both can take CSS from one class and be in separate divs.
Mm.
Or you don't have to give it that class. You can nest it. You can nest that div into the page container div, and it inherits the parent CSS. So does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So it just depends on how you kind of like you can kind of do it whichever way you kind of want to do it. Like it's sometimes there's not just like one way to do it. Like you
Yeah.
could just name out all these divs if they're all separate elements and just make a separate class if you really wanted to and just rename it. I don't know, like but that's really just not kind of like how you normally do it. Um,
You see I'm on the dev branch.
yeah. Like imagine this. So when you look at like a web page, right?
Yeah.
You're basically looking at controls first of all. The divs and all that is pretty much like most of the time invisible. It's really just like what's giving these elements its container, like where it's like positioned, the sizing, whatever. So you if you put like a input field inside that div container, it'll inherit some of the CSS of that page container. class.
Mm.
But
Okay.
but it's mostly like control. So you gotta like figure out like, okay, what
I
kind
only
of
put just
control?
well, the purpose I put of this was because I was gonna play around
Yeah.
with some styling. Like I wanted to see if I could
Well, think of that as a box, an
put like a
invisible
I wanted
box.
yeah I wanted to put a border around
Yeah.
this
So
main
give it a
page.
border and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then you can just play around with that.
Mm.
You can add like duplicate that container and put it
Yeah.
like nest it or below it, and you'll see the borders on the front end, and you'll be able to like get a better visualization of like what it's doing.
Mm. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
um but yeah, so
Well, hell yeah, dude. I mean, I'll be home around like on probably online around 7 tomorrow because tomorrow is like my first
yeah.
school day.
Yeah, like I mean, I could probably like maybe, I'm not really a good teacher or anything, but I could probably just, kind of just run you through like a couple things, and it'll like kind of you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I kind of like get it," at least from my perspective. um Kind of like how it like the more of like the theory behind it, like
Yeah,
what it's doing, like kind of like behind the hood.
I got you. I'm eating a fat ass burger right now.
um
Whew.